my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. This is Flosstube number 53. So what's been going on with all of you? How have you been doing with your cross stitching? I have been stitching up quite a bit because I've been watching the Olympics. I like everything that has to do with the Winter Olympics except for hockey. Some reason I can't get into hockey too much, and I don't care for curling. Everything else, I am glued to the TV. So it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I watch it until like 10:30, quarter to 11. Go to bed when I get up in the morning, clean, and get my grandsons on the bus. And once they're on the bus, I turn the Olympics back on to watch the replay, and I fast forward until I know where I had ended the night before. And so sometimes it's another 3 hours. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been enjoying it. Shaun White felt really bad he did not get a medal. It was his last year. He's not going to be doing the Olympics anymore, but I'm sure we will see him somewheres around with snowboarding and skateboarding. The other one is the skier. I forget her name, Michaela Schafrin, something like that. Her slalom, however you pronounce it. I'm really bad at that. She did good downhill skiing. It's just the slalom course. You know what I mean. I watched it from last night. I felt really bad for her again. She missed it again. My God, there's so many good ones. Nathan Chen, ice skater, awesome. Did you see him do his short program to Elton John music? Amazing. I was just blown away. Loved it. I like the luge. I like the bobsleds. I think my snowboards and skiing are my favorite. I have never snowboard. I have never skied. I've done cross-country skiing once when I was a teenager, once or twice. I did like that, but I was never interested in downhill skiing or anything like that. I did ice skate. I lived on a lake as a teenager, and it froze over every winter. And we would be out there on the lake all the time, ice skating. Just loved it. Snowmobiling, too. My neighbor had 3 or 4 snowmobiles. We were always out snowmobiling. Just winter's my second favorite season. Autumn's my first. Other than that, I finished watching the series, the second season of The Witcher on Netflix. That is really good. It's fantasy. And then what did I watch? What was that other one I watched? Oh my God, you people, I know what I watched. Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. Wheel of Time. So good. I watched season 1, finished it. Cannot wait for the second season. And that is also fantasy. Right now, I am watching the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. For some reason, I saw the word queen in there in the title, and I'm thinking royalty. It's going to be the court, king and queens. No, it's about chess. It is about a young girl back in the 60s. She's an orphan. She was adopted, and she got into chess. While she was in the orphanage, she saw the custodian playing chess, and she got interested in it, and her mind is just out of this world. It is really good. I just watched episode 4, so I will watch I'll probably get about 1 more episode watched tonight before the Olympics. So I've been doing that. The next show, I thought I wrote it down. Oh, I did. So when the Queen's Gambit is done, I already used my wheel app to pick the next series, and the next series I'm watching is going to be The Good Wife. So, but that says that it's on Paramount. I don't have that, but I think my son said he does, so yeah, I will watch that. So that is next, and there's like 7 seasons of that, so that'll take me a while to get through. I've also been reading a lot. I read Texas Homecoming by Carolyn Brown. Very, very good. I read Christmas on Reindeer Road by Debbie Mason. This is book number 3 of the series. I am reading book number 4 now, which is Falling in Love on Willow Creek. And book 5 came in today, and that was called, what was that one called? An inn on Willow Creek, right? I think the inn, something like that. So that is what, yeah, something like that. That's what I'm reading next. So I've been reading quite a bit. I haven't been in Zooms much because I've been spending my time watching the Olympics, and then it takes me a few hours in the morning to catch up on them. So then I will read for a while, a few hours every day, plus watching the Queen's Gambit. So, and then 8 p.m. I go back to the Olympics. Other than that, my family could use some prayers right now. We have something going on I can't talk about right now, maybe sometime in the future, but as of this minute I can't. But I'm hoping it'll work out. I'm hoping. So let's get on. Did I buy anything? I did get my fabric of the month from Grace Notes Fabrics, and this is 28 count Lugana. It's a fat quarter, and it's Blackberry Latte. Now it looks a little bit bluer. No, I guess no. What I'm seeing on my screen is pretty much, it's a little bit more purpley, more lavender. But isn't that pretty? Yep. So I got a fat quarter. So I'm just stocking up on my fabrics for this year, and we'll pull from my stash in December to figure out what I'm going to work on next year using the fabrics, because I get Grace Notes fabrics and Fortnite fabrics. Okay, next, my whips. So I've been working on, out of the 2003 special Christmas issue from Just Cross Stitch, and I am working on 27. I am doing this ornament here, which is taking me a little bit longer than I thought it would. There's a lot of stitching there. A lot of stitching. Plus it calls for Krynic and beads. So I do the Krynic as I go along. The beads will get done at the very end. And usually, like, I'll work on a section for a quarter of the pattern, and then I will back stitch. Well, I'm not doing that this time. I don't know why, but I haven't been back stitching as I go along, and there's a lot of back stitching. So once all the cross stitching is done, I got to go back through, do all the back stitching, and then I'll add the beads. But this is what I have done so far. And this is on 32 count. I know it's a linen. 32 count cream Belfast linen from Zweigart. But yeah, so there's, you know, every other one on the background is a cross stitch. I don't know if you can see that. But it's getting there. It's slow going, but I'm getting there. So today I stitched on all of this and this here. So when the Olympics come on, I will go back to stitching. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, working on now. Most of my ornaments take me like 2 days to do. No, this is taking me a long time. So I worked on it for a couple days, and then I pulled out my lawn dog sampler. And I am doing Quanto Acuto, the Pointed Fifth. Is that one? That's the one that I'm doing. And so I finished page 1 and started page 2. So, hold on. There we go. So page 1 is done and I started page 2. I am loving the little creatures that I find. There's a pig, there's a rabbit, there's a dog. Yeah, there's a spider. There's a little bit of back stitching going on, but it's not too bad. This fabric is to die for. It is Picture This Plus Gingerbread. And it's 28 count Lugana. I'm loving it. Lugana's like my favorite even weave. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, there's a, what else did I find in here? An eagle. The spider. I think those are supposed to be like maybe 2 little chickens. I don't know. There's all kinds of little critters in this whole thing though. And I am really, really enjoying working on this. So that's all I'm going to work on that for this month. I picked 2 full days. So 2 full days I stitched on that. And then I pulled out the just cross stitch ornament. So I worked on it yesterday and today, and then the ornament will get put away. And then this weekend I will be working on Hade Magic Study. So I got Hade Magic Study. The artwork is by Rose Kahn. I'm doing it on 25 count easy grid white gray Lugana. And I have not, it's only been stitched on a little bit. So that's all I've gotten done on it so far. So tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I will work on it. Again, just a lot of blues. If you can see, there's just a lot of blues. But that's part of page 1. Yep. And I am doing this 2 strands over 1, and I'm doing the 10th stitch, which is just half a stitch. So that's all I'm doing for that one. And then I'll go back to the ornament for 2 days. So Monday and Tuesday, I will go back to the ornament. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I will work on my Carolyn Manning, because I'm doing the stitch along for Carolyn Manning that started February 1st. Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions is hosting it. And let's see, I am doing the pumpkin patch. Isn't that pretty? And I love autumn colors, so that's why I chose this one. I am doing it on 28 count black Monaco. I don't know what got... Anyways, I had to put in 200 stitches in December to count it as a whip for this year, so that's all I've gotten done. So like I said, what did I say? Wednesday and Thursday, I will be working on this all day, all days, both days. Lawn Dog Sampler. If you are in my Facebook group, the Zoom is tomorrow night, the 18th, instead of next week because of the because this weekend would have been my cross stitch Zoom weekend, but because of the Olympics I didn't want to do it this weekend, so I moved it to next weekend, and forgetting that the lawn dog was next Friday, so I moved the lawn dog to this Friday. Other than that, we will go back to schedule. But yeah, that I'm enjoying the Olympics. I am enjoying my stitching. I've not bought anything else. I haven't even seen what's on sale this month. Oh, I haven't bought anything. Nothing. I can't say nothing. I bought some Goose Creek melts, wax melts for my warmers. Goose Creek is my favorite company of melts. I do like Scentsy. These are cheaper. These last just as long as Scentsy. Love this. This one's Caramel Apple Lane. So I bought a bunch of them. They were on sale. I usually get them on sale for like $3. They go for $4, $5. And I use 1 cube in here for a whole week. So, yeah. The ones in my warmers now I got from Hobby Lobby. I do like them. They just don't seem to last as long, but they are nice. So, other than that, I have not purchased anything else that came in the mail. Next month, well, once I finish this ornament, the next one in rotation for a Christmas ornament will still be from the 2003. And I'm doing the Shepherd's Bush. Where is it? And it's called The Wise Men Came. It's done all in Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art sampler threads, and I think I have them all. Page 22. They do give you a conversion to DMC in case you don't want to do those, but it's stuck in the crease. I don't know if you can see that, but it's this one here. Wise Men Came. That won't take me long to do. There's not a lot of stitching. So that will be next month. Also, I finished that gnome, and you guys always want to know what's the gnome for next month. Next month's gnome, in case you want to do it along with me, is the Bumblebee Gnome. I think that's the name of it. Hold on. I will tell you. It's called Bee. It's just called Bee. It's from Cute Broidery on Etsy, and there is what he will look like. And I'm doing this on 28 count white Monaco. So I can't wait to do him. He is so cute. I'm sure there's a lot of shades of yellow and some blacks. Let me see. Where's my... I already pulled all the colors. I already owned all the floss I needed. So, yeah. Isn't he cute, though? Yep. So, that will be next month's gnome, because I'm trying to do one a month. It is also part of my 22 Stash Be Gone. So, yeah. So, the Facebook groups... You have my Crafting with Shalene and Friends Facebook group. There is a couple questions. Just answer them. It's any crafts. It used to be just coloring, but now it's any craft. We have No New Starts 22. That is hosted by Amanda. And no, don't listen to me. That's 22 Stash Be Gone. 22 Stash Be Gone is hosted by Amanda. And it's using anything in your stash that you have purchased up until December 31st. So anything you have owned in the past up until the end of December 31st of last year counts. If you subscribe to just Cross Stitch Magazine, you've already paid for the subscription and your magazine is coming in this year, it still counts because you already paid for it. No New Starts 22. That is a Facebook group, and there is like 3 different ways to do it. One is you can't start anything. You can only work on the whips that you have started. Another one is Work Your Whips, which is the one I'm doing, where I can start a new project once I finish one. So once I finish one, I can start a new one, but it has to be the same size or smaller. So I've already finished what? 1, 2, 3. I finished Cryptid Stitch-A-Lon, so I technically could start something that size or smaller. I do a gnome every month. I do a Christmas ornament every month. And I finished Wicked Night by Primitive Hair. So technically I can start another piece, which I do have picked out for this month if I get to it. Right now, I might get to it right at the very end of the month, but that one it's a Halloween piece by Roveris. But I also want to work on Giggles in the Snow by Mirabilia because my goal is to finish that. That was the first thing from WhipGo. That's another one I'm in. WhipGo 22. So that is a board. It's like a bingo board. The 27th of every month in the Facebook group. I forget. Is that Jessie? I think her name's Jessie. She draws 2 numbers on the WhipGo board. Whatever those 2 numbers are on your board, that's what you work on. Your goal is written on the board and you work on that. So I never can wait to see what's picked for the next month. Also, Lawn Dog-A-Lon 22 hashtag, that's on Instagram. There's also a Facebook group called Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch-A-Lon. All these links are down below. That started January 1st and it ends till the end of the year. We also do a Zoom 1 Friday a month. It runs only for an hour. It's from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's my Zoom. I make Kaya the host. She will choose someone and you show how much you've done on your Lawn Dog Sampler. If you have questions on it, if you're having problems, if you need motivation, let us know. That's what the group is for also. And I do need to post a picture of that because I worked on it this month. 2 Stitch-A-Lons that end the end of this month. The Oh Christmas Tree sale ends February 28th. And that is by the pattern by Stitching the Night Away. Also, Hocus Pocus, I Need Coffee to Focus from the 2021 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. That is hosted by Brian Elliott. That ends the end of this month. I finished mine. I finished my Oh Christmas Tree, so I'm good there. I know a few others have finished. Also, that Lawn Dog-A-Lon, it did not need to be a new start. It could be a whip or a UFO. I don't really have much else to talk about. Yeah, I'm just going to keep working on my Christmas ornament tonight, and then it's going to get put away again for a couple days. I would normally pick just Friday and Saturday to cross stitch on the Haid, but I'm going to be gone for like most the afternoon and early evening on Saturday, so that's why I'm going to continue it for the whole weekend. Next weekend is the cross stitch weekend Zoom. It starts Friday morning 10 a.m. until Sunday night 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It gets closed at night when we're sleeping, but other than that, it's open all the time. And it's not the official 24 hours of cross stitch. So I do use a timer because I use a timer every day because I'm in it's a pop culture stitching challenge I have to keep track. You're supposed to keep track of your stitching. I don't use Pattern Keeper, so I use Timer. And yeah, I'm doing pretty good on that. So next weekend my timer will be on, but I don't need to get in the 24 hours. I don't think that happens again until April. And I will let you guys know. But that's it for today. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I may take a while to get back to you. I am still enjoying the Olympics. I am not happy with the skating of it's not the skating officials. The officials that said that the skater could go ahead and compete, and it's wrong. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. If you haven't kept up with it, you can probably find out in the news. I'm not getting into it. I'm just, they have, what's her name? Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir. And there's so many other people in the Olympics, not just skating, all over. And they're all disgusted with it. So, yeah, everybody is, unfortunately. But I will see you next week. Hopefully I have more stitching to show you, and see you all. Love you guys. Bye-bye.